ready for action. The gold standard in WWE. Shelton Benjamin, once upon a time, held the United States Championship for 240 days. Incredible.
And don't let your past with Shelton Benjamin cloud your judgment, Byron. He is an absolutely incredible athlete, professional wrestler here in sports entertainment, the gold standard.
Shelton's one of these athletes that makes everything he does look almost effortless. Too easy. He's that good.
It's the 24-year-old piece of gold. Byron, don't let this small package fool you.
He may not be the biggest dog in the yard, but he's got the loudest bark. Lio Rush is the real deal.
Look, I'm proud to give Lio Rush his just due. He's one of the most innovative superstars we've seen in a very long time. In fact, he is coined 205 Live, Leo 5 Live.
Introducing the challenger from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 248 pounds, Shelton Benjamin. Introducing the champion from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 160 pounds, he is the European champion, Lio Rush.
If you would think about moving, you'd better apologize. Steel cage action kicking off here, guys.
Harsh impact. Boom! You gotta believe this one's over. Oh!
Beautiful technique.
The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super Pose Down at the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage for the WWE Championship. Victory could be achieved by pinfall or escape from the cage.
Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between the Warrior and the Ravishing One was so heated that no one knew what to expect once the two men were able to battle inside a steel cage, which at the time was the most grueling match in all of WWE.
The Ultimate Warrior dominated early on with his
The shoulders are down. He's got plenty of gas left in the tank.
Too soon.
What a stomp! Good grief!
He's making a statement here with this attack.
The man of the hour has
years old, the piece of gold known as Lio Rush quickly ascended to the Indies and is now making waves in WWE.
To the arm. Terrible.
Michael, you mentioned Lio Rush's quick arrival here in WWE. Well, just as quickly as he hit the main roster, he's been providing...
Shelton Benjamin. Truly devastating, Cole.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Shelton spun the air.
Oh, my. Oh, it's over.
Pinfall attempt here for Shelton Benjamin. And the champ kicks out.
Not yet.
Elbow drop with authority.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. The superstar must know that their body is going to be flown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
Ooh, Benjamin just evades that one.
You spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality and be prepared for the fight of their life. No one leaves a steel cage match without scars.
Corey, you said something of value for once, and that anything is legal inside the steel cage. To that point, something else we've seen over the years is interference. Whether it's The Undertaker coming up through the ring or John Cena getting bashed in the head with the cage door from the outside, it's all legal in the cage.
We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa.
What impact! Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time so they can prevent their opponent from getting out of the cage first and winning the match.
While a superstar must become comfortable with escaping the cage by both exiting the cage door and by climbing over the top of the cage, they must also be aware of their attributes and what's best for them. Let's just say if you're a giant like The Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, or even Braun Strowman, it's preferred to exit through the cage door.
Oh, nasty impact.
You see that? Things are about to get really interesting.
The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean...
We have the crowning of a new champion.
These guys feel no love for each other. Here's another look.
He's getting it done here. He ain't playing here. And so it goes.
Here
vicious conclusion to this steel cage match. Shelton Benjamin with the win. Ain't no stopping him now. And guys, that's exactly the type of action